All right, race fans, welcome to TurnLeft TV. You ready for some high-speed action tonight? Step on the gas.
All right, race fans, welcome to Kentucky Speedway.
This is TurnLeft TV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. Oh, a little surprise broadcast for you here on a Wednesday night. It's the Tough Truck Series, and this is a fun one, baby. We got a 100-lap race. It's race number 6 of the season, and the points battle is heating up. Who's got what it takes to bring home the victory here at Kentucky? Well, there's only one way to find out, and that's watching right here on TurnLeft TV. Well, some good, classic, high-octane Racing League Tough Trucks action here on a Wednesday night. It's race number 6 of the season, the 100-lap race. Let's get this party started. All right, thank you so much for coming in and joining me here on TurnLeft TV. Wow. A little Tough Trucks action tonight, man. Wow, this is going to be a fun one. Love this track. I had one of my greatest races ever at Kentucky. But I'm in the broadcast booth tonight, so ain't no repeat of that. So it's race number 6, a 100-lap race. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, broadcaster, commentator here at TurnLeft TV. Thank you so much for joining me and supporting the effort. Please hit that thumbs up button. So race number 6, man. Just past halfway now tonight, and it's a great 1.5-mile track, and it is Kentucky Speedway. These guys are in the practice session. About 6 minutes left to go in practice. Thank you so much for joining me here on the YouTube channel. Don't forget that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't done so. Share my videos with all your friends. And don't forget to smash the bell. You'll get updates when races are going live here on TurnLeft TV. Thanks to all those folks who've been there from the beginning, all the people who've joined somewhere in between, and all the new subscribers as well. You can also support me by clicking on those links in the description of the race. Buy me a coffee if you'd like. I'm just happy you're out here watching the race, whether it be live or on replay. Tonight's race is brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. If you are interested in an rFactor 2 server for your race league, EliteHostingUSA.com can accommodate you. Let's take a look at the track here at Kentucky. Smooth, wide, great tri-oval here. Located in Sparta, Kentucky, 1.5 miles. One of those, not really a cookie cutter. You get banking in the turns, 1 and 2 at 17 degrees, 3 and 4 at 14 degrees, and it's a wide track, man. It really is. There's a lot of room to race here. Some great strategies as far as how you get around this track, and I expect a fantastic race here at Kentucky, man. A good track, man. Like I said, I've had one of my greatest races ever in sim racing at Kentucky Speedway. Love this track. And, of course, Kentucky is race number 6 of the season. Next week we'll be at Iowa, another great track, a short track. A lot of room to race there as well. That'll be an interesting race. Charlotte coming up on October the 1st. California Speedway no longer exists, of course. October the 8th. And Talladega Super Speedway to finish out the season. Halfway through October. Well, the point standings coming into tonight's race. I think we got those. Take a look at the season standings here. Sean Jacobs, 192 points. Sits on top. Pierce Crone, who has dropped out of the running, dropped out of the league, I think. Sits in second. Jelson Neto third. Gordon Carter fourth. Givaldo Spindola is fifth in points. Jack Furtado sixth. Seventh is Tony Furtado. Jack beating up on the younger brother. Todd Robillard sits eighth in points. Dana Grover ninth. Luciano Villarreal is 10th in points. Take a look at page number 2. Get that off there. There we go. Julio Caligari is 11th. Dan Palumbo with 12th. Craig Gallagher sits 13th. I'm 14th. Well, race 1, 2 races. Tiago Lopez is 15th. Jesus Iglesias 16th. 17th is Ben Silva and Andrew Smith 18th. I believe he's also dropped out. So those are the point standings coming into tonight's race. I think I raced a couple races and decided I was going to admin, live admin. So here we are. Got 2 minutes left to go before we hit qualifications. High Octane Racing League Bushwhacker Series will be back in action this Friday at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Great 1 mile flat oval. 110 lap race here. It's race number 5 of the season. It'll be live right here on TurnLeft TV coming up Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Do not want to miss it, man. Excuse me, 9 p.m. is when quals are. I start the stream about 9 or about 8:30 or so. So don't forget to join me there on the stream. That's coming up this Friday, live here on TurnLeft TV. And we got some more racing headed your way in another series here, and that is the Saturday Night Thunder. It'll be at New Hampshire Motor Speedway as well, 110 laps there, race 7 of that season, and these are the next-gen cars. I get out of the broadcast booth, get in the driver's seat, and mix it up with the boys. That's coming up on Saturday. Very storied series there for us as well. A little bit of a last-minute deal here for me to set up a stream. Didn't think I started setting it up till about 10 after or 15 after 8. So tonight, High Octane Racing League Tough Truck Series visits Kentucky. Welcome, race fans. Join in the chat session if you so desire. And we're getting ready to go to qualifications. We are getting ready to go to quals. It's about 45 minutes or so for me to set up a race here to broadcast, especially one that's that I don't normally do. So I appreciate your patience here. You may enjoy some of my mistakes. All right, man, here we go. Getting ready to go to quals here. So got 10-minute qualifications. Those guys, you get an out lap, 2 time laps, and an in lap. And then they will do the drivers meeting as well. Qualification position, not super important here. Probably depends on who you ask, to be honest with you. But I think, it's a long race, mile and a half. Not a difficult track, really. But I think this could be a, fun qualification as well. It looks like we got a guy out there on the track. It's Todd Robillard out there on the track in quals. Driving in the number 90 Craftsman Truck Series. So Craftsman Trucks, sponsored Chevy. 30.520. Target time, Gordon Carter with a 30.420. I got another lap in him here to see if he can't chip in. How about Julio Caligari at the top of the grid? 30.286. Caligari looking fast here. Todd Robillard for that second lap. A little bit slower in sector number 2. All right in sector 1. 30.502 moves up to P4. Sean Jacobs in the Kubota sponsored number 24 Chevy. 30.440 up to P3. Dana Grover now back to P4. Sean Jacobs celebrating that. How about Givaldo in a 68? Pateria Cesario Chevy. That is a local bakery in his hometown. Sporting them. I wonder if they see the paint scheme. I got to travel down there to Brazil and check it out. Gelson Neto in the Ford up to the top of the grid to 30.208. That is lightning fast. Givaldo trying to chip into that fast first sector. Second sector a little bit off the pace here. Drifting up high here in sector number 3. And here we go. 30.710 P9 for Givaldo. Ed Palumbo in the 54 finishing up his qual session. How about Ben Arsilva? Looks like he's finished up his as well. Tiago Lopez, he's waiting on it. He's going to keep it interesting. So Tiago Lopez out on the track now. Gelson Neto with a top time, 30.208. Is he the only Ford in the field? Come on, guys. It's a heavy Chevy field tonight. Tiago Lopez trying to chip into that 30.208 here in the 76 car. 76 truck. Fast in sector number 2. Whoa, he's in the blue, baby. 30.477. Lopez up to P8. Well, he's got some work to do. What can he do here on lap number 2? A little bit off the pace there in sector 1. 8 100ths off the pace here. What can he do in sector 2? He was fast the last time around. Oh, look at that. 0.023. Sector 3. Let's finish it off, baby. 30.404. Moving up to P5. Tiago Lopez with a good start there in the top 5. So good job to Tiago. Gelson Neto getting the pole position, so congratulations to Gelson Neto. And thank you so much for joining me here on Turn Left TV. Appreciate everybody being here. A little surprise broadcast for you all, and hopefully you enjoy the broadcast here tonight. Let's get this party started.
blaster. From the checkered flag to the pounding sound in the bushwhackers, legends are found. Heath Johnson's voice moving through the chaos. Every lap of battle, never gonna pause. Steel and fire, the rivals collide. This is the racing where legends ride. Rev it up, feel the tower. Let the engine scream. High octane racing, living every dream. TurnLeft TV's watching under neon light. We're taking it to the edge in the dead of night. No limits, no fear, just throttle and drive. Chasing glory, feeling alive. Stars of the league, leaving trails of smoke. In the high octane, the fire's woke. So raise your fist, scream out loud. In this race, we're part of the crowd. TurnLeft TV, where heroes are made in the bushwhackers. Legends won't fade.
A lot of soul.
All right, we are back. A little tough trucks action for you. Surprise broadcast tonight. I'm your host, Heath Johnson, the broadcaster, the commentator here at TurnLeft TV. And qualifications are over. Let's take a look at the qualification results. Going to be a little messed up here as I think Thiago's getting back in. Gelson Neto in the Ford qualifies in P1. We got Ed Palumbo in a Ford. Oh my God. He's actually in a Chevy. Julio Caligari qualifies in P2 and at 28. Ed Palumbo in the 54 qualifies in third. Benner Silva in the fourth position. Thiago Lopez qualifies in the fifth spot. Gordon Carter qualifies in sixth. Sean Jacobs qualifies in the seventh position. Dana Grover qualifies in eighth in the Toyota. Todd Robillard will start in the ninth position in the 90 truck in the ninth position. And Givaldo Spinola starts in P10. Starting in the 11th spot is Craig Gallagher in the Toyota, 13th. Jack Furtado will start in P12. We got about 8 minutes left to go in the warm-up session. And it's time for me, as Givaldo has already asked, who's my prediction? Who's going to win this race? Wow, man. I'll tell you what. That's a good question. We got some strong trucks out here tonight. I'll tell you what, who I'm going to pick to win this race. Ready? Are you ready for it? Givaldo's asking. Here you go. My pick to win this race, Ed Palumbo. That's who I think is going to win this race. Got his work cut out for him, but good, strong driver here at Kentucky. So keep your eye on that 54 truck tonight. I don't know what to say. Why it's saying that he's a in a Ford. He is definitely not racing a Ford. Uh-oh, Ed Palumbo joined us in the chat. I just picked him. See, he shows up, little prima donna. Little prima donna. Waiting on Thiago Lopez to be able to rejoin there. I think he may have a little bit of connection situation there. Well, I have not given you my keys to the race, but I'm going to. Braking. It's how you brake getting through these corners here to really set your truck up. Tire management, as always. We got a tire rule here. You're allowed 12 total tires. That includes the 4 that are on the truck to start off with, and then 8 more. Any 2 tires you take over that limit is a 1-lap penalty. Side-by-side racing here tonight, man. A lot of room to race. We might even have some 3-wide situations, but there's a lot of room to race here at Kentucky. Corner exit, too, man. Set yourself up on that entry into the corner and side-by-side, and then find that rhythm. Those are my keys to the race here at Kentucky. Forget next week we will be at Iowa Speedway, 130 lap race and a fun track. We talk about tough on tires, tough on nerves. Iowa Speedway will just pimp slap you. It is a really tough track. It's a little bumpy there in I think they're between 3 and 4. A little bump, might be 1 and 2, but nonetheless through one of those exchanges there's a little bit of bump. I forget which turn it is. But it will upset the balance of that truck. And that's a tough track. That's coming up next week here in the Tough Truck Series. Step on the gas. Four minutes left to go in practice, in the warm-up session, and then Palumbo saying he's jinxed now. Maybe he got out because maybe he thinks he's jinxed because it says he's in a Ford. I'll tell you another guy here. See, Todd Robillard there practicing pitting. Pit road speed is 50 miles per hour. Three minutes left to go. Ben Silva out on the track, get some laps in. How about Ben Silva? That is the guy right there I could pick to win this race. Silva getting his pit practice in. Two and a half minutes left to go. E-Club Sim Racing joining us in the chat. With our Brazilian brothers there racing. A lot of guys are out here racing tonight, racing at E-Club Sim Racing. I've raced there with them before. You can get out there on the track with them again. Some great racing. I'll tell you what, man. Before I got into sim racing, I had no idea how hugely popular racing is in Brazil. I should have known it, man, with Ayrton Senna. And, they've got some fantastic road courses, and the Brazilian stock cars are next level, bro. I love those. The Formula trucks as well. And I'll tell you, you would be hard-pressed to find anybody any place in the world that is more passionate about racing than they are in Brazil. Big country too, man. A lot of folks there. '89 Tracks VR sponsored machine here, as that is Dana Grover sporting the Tracks VR paint scheme. So it looks like getting ready to make it happen. Givaldo getting his last laps in. If you look down in the lower left, we got the number 20. That is in memorial or in recognition of Greg Kirchmayer, who left us just a short time ago, and we are sporting the 20 for him. 20 logo. He was a Happy Hour Racing League co-owner, and man, just passed away suddenly, and we really miss him and keep him in our thoughts. His family. So we're sporting the 20 here. Well, I think we're getting ready to rock and roll, boys and girls. Kentucky Speedway tonight, 100-lap race. Good, clean racing here, I think we got in store at Kentucky. All right, I think we're about ready to rock and roll, boys and girls.
Attention, all non-essential personnel leave the grid now.
All right. It's all over but the shouting now, baby. So, if you're just joining us, this is High Octane Racing League's Tough Truck Series, and we are populating the grid now. Let's take a look at the starting order. Gelson Neto in the 63 starts P1. Julio Caligari in the 28 starts in second. Ed Palumbo and Benner Silva make up row number 2. Row number 3 will be Tiago Lopez and Gordon Carter. Row 4, Sean Jacobs on the inside. Dana Grover on the outside, row 4. Row number 5 will be Todd Robillard and Givaldo Spindola. Craig Gallagher and Jack Furtado make up row number 6. Take a look at my keys to the race here, man. Whoa, what we going there, 94? Get on the track there. Keys to the race here, braking. How you brake, getting into the corners, big time important. Make sure you manage the tires. Rule that side-by-side racing. Get a good push, good bite coming off corners, and then find a rhythm. And you should come out smelling sweet as a rose, baby. 100-lap race. Gelson Neto in the 63 truck will lead the field to take the green flag. Pace cars off. Here we go. Race 6 at Kentucky. Gelson Neto leads the field to take this green flag.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Caligari on the outside. Neto gets a good jump. Ed Palumbo going to sneak up alongside. Palumbo right there on the back of that 63, that 29. The Caligari did not get a good start. And Gelson Neto leading the field down the backstretch. They're fanning 3 wide. Behind, looks like Robillard trying to sneak under Sean Jacobs. Side by side there with Benner Silva. Neto, oh, Neto gets way up the track, gets into the outside wall. The race leader makes contact with the outside wall. Neto came off the corner, drifted up the track, and smashed into the outside wall. Holy smokes. Let's take a look. Oh, right there. Man, that's a hard lick there for Neto. That will rattle your dentures right there, won't it? Holy Toledo. Neto on board here with him. And you know he's got some damage. That was a hard lick coming off the corner. A lot of room to race here, but man, that thing can get away from you in a hurry. And we got a 3-truck race. Neto, Palumbo, Lopez. The top 3, Caligari running in 4th position. Take a look at Julio Caligari on board here with Julio. And Thiago Lopez looking like he's getting a little frisky up there in that 3rd position. Caligari now closing in on P3. Going here with Givaldo Spindola and Gordon Carter side by side. Givaldo on the inside. Dana Grover just ahead. 68 trying to sneak through there. And he gets by Gordon Carter. Dive. Yeah. Gotta be able to delete cameras, man. That'd be great. And Palumbo here now closing in on Neto. Neto with that damage. Palumbo trying to sneak by. Thiago Lopez in this mix as well. Lopez looking a little racy. Thiago Lopez looking racy. He's to the inside of that Palumbo. The 78 car. One of our great Portuguese drivers. Stays up till, it's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning there for him. You guys got it figured out here, I think. Yeah, Palumbo side by side. Neto on the outside. And Palumbo's sneaking on this inside. He might have it. And Palumbo sneaks by Gelson Neto dropping back. Neto, tons of problems there. He's dropping back now. And Caligari's going to get by. On board here with Neto. Got some damage. He's hoping for a caution flag so he can get some repairs done to that machine. Still holding on here. He is in the 3rd position, battling Caligari side by side. Back up here and take a look at that Palumbo, our new race leader. He's got Thiago Lopez on the backside of him. Got a couple cagey veterans. Both of them sort of have similar styles. They're a little aggressive, not afraid to make a little contact here and there. Take a look at Benner Silva. Silva now moving up the grid as Neto up the track. So Benner Silva now picking up a spot. And it looks like Sean Jacobs in the 24 is going to get by. Sean Jacobs getting by in that 24, battling Neto, and I think he's going to end up clear. No, Neto's fighting back on the outside. And we got a mess there behind as Robillard behind trying to get through that Givaldo as well. Look on board here with Todd Robillard. And Givaldo looking a little racy here. He's down to the inside. Down the back of Todd's car. And Givaldo to the inside. You see that 68 trying a different line. Gotta get up in that outside line to get a good run off the corners. And Robillard able to hold on to that spot. Gelson Neto and Sean Jacobs battling. Neto into 63 up on the outside. Remember, some damage to that machine. Sean Jacobs into 24, trying to get by. Battling going on here early on in this race. Back up here, Ed Palumbo is our leader. Sorry for the hitch there. Every time I leave the race screen there, for some reason it's giving me a little bit of a stutter. Got Dana Grover here running in the 9th position. 56 of Gordon Carter. A couple of Canadians there running together. A couple of Canadian drivers running together. As the 89 is in 9th, Gordon Carter running in the 10th position. Craig Gallagher running in P13, a little bit off the pace here. He's got about 5.5 seconds or so off the pace. And Tiago Lopez, look at this. Tiago Lopez diving down to the inside. Battling Palumbo, who's on the outside line, and Tiago Lopez is going to end up taking the spots. Lopez now to the race lead. As that Palumbo falling back to P2, Sean Jacobs has weaved his way up through traffic. He is now racing in the 3rd position. Take a look at Sean Jacobs. He's got Todd Robillard breathing down his neck. Very Chevy heavy front 4. Actually, the front 7. One of the Chevys in the field. And they're side by side. Jacobs up on the high line, and Palumbo's now trying to hold off Todd Robillard. Robillard is battling on the inside, maybe trying to use a little draft to get back by. Lopez up on the outside line, and Ed Palumbo trying to muscle his way back through. Lopez on the outside. Lopez trying to squeeze that 76 truck in the hole there, and he can't get it in there. And the 90 car goes to tail with the 54. Rivaldo Spindler up in this mix as well. He's running in the 4th position. These guys are racing like it's the last lap. We're 16 laps in. They're getting after it. They are getting after it. Rivaldo in the 68. He's trying to get that truck through. We got a parking lot up here. Rivaldo looking racy side by side with Sean Jacobs. Robillard back now to the race lead as he's gotten around Lopez. Todd Robillard, the leader. Great racing going on right now here on lap 17. Take a look at Dana Grover. Just behind him is Gordon Carter. Grover in the Toyota, the Trax VR sponsored number 89. You know what Trax VR is? They provide places to race their sim racing environment. Sim rigs, you want to race? They'll set it up for you. Go in and race. Might even have a little martini on the side. But Dana Grover uses Trax VR a lot for his sim racing effort. Friday nights, he generally races from Trax VR. You'll see him out on the track this Friday, I would assume. Rivaldo Spindler and Benor Silva battling it out. Benor on the outside line. He cannot be too careful here as Gelson Neto just behind him in that 83 or that 63 truck. Man, Benor Silva now racing in the 6th position. Look for Benor Silva to be at the front at the end of the race. That's kind of his mantra. Chills out a little bit and then figures it out in that last little dash to the finish. So watch this number 3. Not really too many people out there can match the strategies that Benor Silva throws out there. That racecraft is top notch. Julio Caligari in the 28 truck. Battling Givaldo in the 68. Givaldo on the outside line, and Julio Caligari going to pick up a spot. 80 laps to go, and they've been racing their guts out so far. Caligari got a little wiggly there. Caligari in the 7th position. That truck got a little cattywampus. On the back end fishing around. Keep your eye on Caligari. Guys usually got a strong truck at the end. Gordon Carter in the 56. Running behind Dana Grover. You see Givaldo, he was up front, maybe burned up those tires a little bit. Now falling back to P9, P10 as Gordon Carter gets by. So Givaldo now back to the 10th position. He was up there battling for 3rd a little while ago. Caligari continuing to move up. Look at this. Gelson Neto might have gotten into the wall again. Caligari going to get by. Gelson Neto says, not so fast, man. Don't count me out. Side by side. Couple great Brazilian drivers here battling it out. Gelson Neto on the inside in the 63, the 28 of Julio Caligari. One of my great friends on Facebook, man. Look at this. This is a mess right now. 89 and the 56 battling as well. Good four-way race as Caligari clears Gelson Neto. Dana Grover and Gordon Carter follow through. Take a look at Gordon Carter in the 8th position at 56. Four here with Gordon Carter running behind Dana Grover. These guys got some work to do to catch up in the front of the field. Nose to tail, the top 5. Todd Robillard, Thiago Lopez, Ed Palumbo, Sean Jacobs, and Ben Silva. All Chevys in the top 5. Take a look at our side-by-side here on board with Thiago Lopez as he follows Todd Robillard, P1, P2. Thiago Lopez is in the 2nd position. Behind him, Ed Palumbo running in P3. Don't forget, coming up on Friday, we'll be at New Hampshire Motor Speedway for a 110-lap race. Race number 5 of the season, and New Hampshire, a fun track, man. Flat mile track, and little room to race here, too. But, man, it's tough on tires. And Lopez now having to do some battle here with Ed Palumbo. Palumbo to the inside. Thiago Lopez. Lopez on the outside line. And Sean Jacobs going to try to follow Ed Palumbo through. This battle is for the 2nd position. Look at this. Ben Silva now climbing up there. He wants a little piece of this action. Lopez trying to find a way to get back down on the inside line. And Ben Silva is going to sneak through here, I think. Not so fast. Thiago Lopez still battling. And Lopez holding on to the 4th position. Ben Silva has to back off and tuck back in. Take a look at here, Todd Robillard just approaching about 9/10 of a second ahead of Ed Palumbo. So Robillard is a little patient early on and may be better off here with tires. Ed Palumbo holding his own though, down below 8/10. There's a gap there between P1 and P2, roughly around 8/10 of a second. 30 laps in. Jack Furtado in the 94. Down on the inside of Givaldo Spindola. Givaldo might have some tire situation going on that 68. I haven't heard anything as far as contact with the outside wall. But Jack Furtado getting by. Jack Furtado now up to the 10th position. Givaldo running in P11. We got a battle here between Gordon Carter and Giulio Caligari. Gordon Carter has gotten around Dana Grover a little while ago and now sets his sights on Caligari and gets by. Dana Grover going to try to follow him through. Whoa, boy! I tell you what, Caligari slammed the door on him. Caligari says, I don't think so. I'm going to try to hold on to this spot. I'm going to fight you. At 28, battling the 89 now. On board here with Giulio Caligari. At the back of his truck at Dana Grover running in the 8th position. Caligari trying to hold on to P7. Getting racy here. Good three-way battle here between the 56, the 28, and the 89. Caligari, one of our great Brazilian drivers. Another one of those E-Club racing drivers. And there's some talent over there at that spot, that place, man. They do some great racing there at E-Club Racing. On Robillard. Closing in on putting Craig Gallagher down a lap. A lot of room right there. Gallagher gave him a wave by. Take a look at Dana Grover here now, closing in on Caligari. Down to the inside, Dana Grover giving it a peek. Does he have the run in the Toyota? Caligari so far holding his own on the outside. This is the trick to this track, man. You can really kind of dive down there if you get a good run and kind of give somebody a slide job as you slide back up the track. But if they've got enough bite on that outside line, you're not going to be able to get what you need. About halfway through the corner, you'll kind of peter out on that, and the guy on the outside will be able to hold his own. And that's exactly what Caligari's doing. Caligari just racing his line, a mid to high line. Grover trying to dive down the inside line and catch a break here. Take a look at Ed Palumbo running in that 54. He's got Sean Jacobs just behind him. Benor Silva running in P4. Good three-way battle here. These guys are wanting to close in. It's up to about a second between P1 and P2. And now Sean Jacobs to the inside. Ed Palumbo. Benor Silva going to try to follow through as well. So Sean Jacobs in the 24 and the 3 of Benor Silva get by the 54 truck. That may have been more of a wave by there for the 54. See if Sean Jacobs has a little bit more luck of closing in on Robillard. 1.2 seconds separate P1 and P2. Benor Silva running in third, at Palumbo fourth. Fifth is Thiago Lopez. Silva starting to peek around here in that 3 car. See on board here with Sean Jacobs, Benor Silva, at Palumbo 3 and 4, and Silva is starting to look around on the inside line of Sean Jacobs. Right there, you see him giving it a peek. He's got a good run. Interesting dance they're doing right now. No cat mouse game. Benor just wants him to know, hey, I am here. Maybe saving a little fuel running behind the 24 as well. Could this be a fuel mileage race? Quite possibly. Thanks to all the viewers out there. So far, 33 viewers in the channel. I really appreciate that. Surprise broadcast here on a Wednesday night. We go back to live here and take a look at Todd Robillard, who's not really been able to stretch out that lead. It's down to 1.1 seconds. If anything, Sean Jacobs has shaved off a tenth. Robillard still leading comfortably in this Craftsman-sponsored number 90 Chevy. Take a look at Gordon Carter in the 56. 60 laps to go. We're approaching halfway. This race is just clicking off in a hurry, man. Gordon Carter running in P6 just behind Tiago Lopez. Lopez is in fifth in that 76 truck. Couple Chevys here battling it out. The 56 high place moving sponsor machine down to the inside. Side by side as Lopez holding the outside line. And it looks like maybe that 56 is going to be able to get that deal done as he makes the pass on Lopez. Lopez tucking in the 76 truck. Benner Silva is running in P2. Gotten ahead of Sean Jacobs. Take a look at that pass there as Silva making a pass on Sean Jacobs. Oh, looked like Ed Palumbo had a little bit of warping issue there. Warped backwards a little bit. As now Benner Silva up to P2. Sean Jacobs back in the second position. Silva is now 8 tenths behind Robillard. So these guys are starting to reel Tom Robillard in at the tail end of this run. 44 laps in. We've been caution free. Jack Furtado closing in on Gelson Neto in the 94. One of those old guard HORL guys. Jack Furtado in the 94 getting by Gelson Neto. Neto falling back to the 10th position. As Furtado moving up into the top 10. The 94 truck. A good battle there, good clean battle. A little bit more of a wave by. Hey, you caught me, I'm going to let you go. We've got a lot of laps to go here. We are approaching halfway. You know we're going to have some green flag pit stops here soon. Todd Robillard continuing to lead, but that lead has diminished hugely. Look at that. Benner Silva is on the move. Benner Silva has caught Todd Robillard, and we're going to start seeing some pit stops here pretty soon too. Benner Silva is in Todd Robillard's grill right now. Benner Silva is right there. 0.2 of a second separate the two of these guys. Benner Silva has run down the race leader. Some of the guys might be doing some fuel save strategy. Very interesting. We got some guys on pit lane. On pit lane. Givaldo on pit lane. Take a look at him. He has made a pit stop. The 90 truck indicating he's coming down pit lane this time by. The 90 of Robillard down the backstretch indicating he's coming down pit lane. We're down to the inside. Let everybody know. Get around, and Benner Silva is going to get around and take the race lead. Todd Robillard coming on to pit lane. So Robillard making a pit stop. And that gives the race lead to Benner Silva. So Todd Robillard giving up the race lead to come down pit lane. Ben Silva is our race leader. And Robillard finishing up that pit stop. Fast pit stop for him. And I would imagine Silva's going to have to come down pit lane here soon. The news here, though, is he's made it to halfway. Does that mean he's going to be able to just do this on one stop? That's going to be interesting. We've not had a caution flag. So Ben Silva still out there making some laps. And now comes down pit lane. Ooh, Nelly! Don't want to speed as you see the Tom Robillard on fresh tires getting by Gallagher. And Ben Silva is on pit lane. The race leader on pit lane, and I think Robillard will reassume the race lead here once it's all said and done. Ben Silva did a great job working his way through traffic, kind of biding his time, and then late in the run was able to get up to the tailgate there of Todd Robillard. Ben Silva now finishing up his pit stop. Coming back out on track, and there goes Todd Robillard. So Silva now rejoining the racing surface in P2. And Craig Gallagher behind, running in the 12th position in the Toyota. One of those happy hour racing league drivers. We'll be doing we were talking about Greg Kirchmayer a little while ago, and Greg, I've known Greg for quite a long time. He's a happy hour racing league owner, and he passed suddenly. And very shocking and heartbreaking for, I'm sure, his family, but, here as friends in the racing community. And we're going to do a memorial race for him over Happy Hour Racing League in that January time frame. So look for that. And that'll be on a Monday night. And we're going to do it right here on TurnLeft TV. Probably even do some gift card giveaways and Steam gift cards, and who knows, man, we may even pick a charity and send some money to some charity as well in Greg's honor. And I'm excited for that, really. Greg Kirchmayer was a no-nonsense type of driver, man. Just always positive, never had a bad word, never got into any heated discussions, nothing like that, man. It was just, hey, I'm out here to have fun. And he was a fantastic race car driver. He sim racer. He won a championship here in the Tough Truck Series as well. Loved seeing him on the track, man. We had some great battles, just two of us out there in the Tough Trucks too. It was a heck of a lot of fun racing with him, man. Let's send a shout out to Britt Owen, taking over the reins there at Happy Hour Racing League. He and Greg sort of co-did that deal. But now Britt taking the reins. Look at this, Gelson Neto here in at Ford, trying to get by Thiago Lopez. Man, look at this. Talking about some racers right there. The 29 to 63 and the 76. Wow. Great drivers there. Neto, Lopez, and Caligari. Giulio Caligari lets it be known that he's going to try to break away from these guys. And Neto's not going to let that happen. He's down to the inside. Thiago Lopez trying to keep him honest. He's going to try to slip through under the 63. Great battling here. Caligari in 7th, Neto 8th. Lopez is in 9th. How about that? And Palumbo running in the 3rd position at 54. Really felt like maybe did not like how that last set of tires was treating him. His 54 truck. He's running in the 3rd position. Ben Silva and Todd Robillard right now having a fist fight. The 90 trying to hold off the 3. Ben Silva took him a while to close back in on the 90 in that first run, but he did it in a hurry in this run. Came back out after pit stops. Robillard pitted just a little bit earlier. Benner pitted a couple laps later. So Benner's got a little bit fresher tires. Not too much. I don't think it's going to make so much of a difference. Here we are 58 laps in, and we've been caution-free. Ed Palumbo in this mix, too, just to make things interesting. He's running in the third position. Hey, we said there was some battling going on. How about this? Caligari, Lopez, Neto. Neto dipping below that line there. You gotta have to stay up on that above that line. So Neto getting around Caligari, and also Lopez following him through. So Caligari now back to the 9th position. Lopez taking over P8, and Gelson Neto running in the 7th position. Little rivalry right there between the 63 and the 76. And Caligari might have gotten into the outside wall. Not see that exit closely, but it looked like he might have made contact with the outside wall. He's running in the 9th position. Sean Jacobs, quiet night here for him. He's got Givaldo just behind him. Now, Givaldo is 1 lap down in the 11th position. He went up like gangbusters there in the 68 truck early on, got up to about P3, and then fell back. Had to use those tires up a little bit. 40 laps to go, and Sean Jacobs running in the 4th spot. About 4 seconds off the race lead. Little work to do for the 24. Gord Carter running in P5. 13 seconds back to the race leader here in this 56 truck. Good clean race here. Caution free. Hey, if you haven't subscribed, there you go, man. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe if you haven't done so. And then smash the bell. You get updates when races are going live here at TurnLeft TV. Todd Robillard, our leader. He's got Benner Silva there as Ed Palumbo also. P2, P3 of those guys. If you'd like to join us on our Discord server and you're interested in doing some racing, I'll put this up in the chat. There's the link to our Discord in the chat. Pop this up on the screen so you can check it out. There we go. Here's the Discord link. Gelson Neto and Thiago Lopez have had a battle. Neto holding off Lopez. Lopez in the 76. Gotten around Gelson, and Gelson got right back by. We got a battle up front here. We got a battle up front at 54. '54's closed in on Benner Silva, and Benner holding him off. Looked like there was a little bit of there might be some little bit of warping going on here. Some data that there was some change of positions here. Let's take a look. Yeah, maybe Benner might have blinked out just a second. Well, Robillard says, "Hey man, let's blink back there further." Three-way battle here. Robillard, Silva, Palumbo, 1, 2, 3. 4/10 separates P3 from P1. Different tire strategies, maybe. Hey, why not, man? If you can make it on 50 laps on a set of tires, you might as well just take 4 more and go for it. Caution free here, 67 laps in. Uh-oh, my kids, if they're watching, 6-7, man. 6-7. 6-7. I told them I was born in 1967. They kind of freaked out. They thought that was cool. I wore a shirt 1967 sort of a vintage shirt. And that was kind of a cool reaction that I got from Gelson Neto. Thiago Lopez still running nose to tail. Dana Grover is up to the 6th position in that Toyota, trying to close in on Gordon Carter. He's got about a second and a half separate he and Gordon Carter. Carter running in P5. 68 laps in. A lot of laps to go here. 42 laps to go. Getting caution free. Great racing tonight, man, here at Kentucky. Robillard still checking that rear view mirror, and he sees Benner Silva right there. Ed Palumbo keeping him honest there in the 54 truck. On board here with Ed Palumbo running in the 54, and then rolling up with some lap traffic here soon as well. On board here with Ed Palumbo running in 3rd. Jack Furtado in the top 10 in that 94 truck. Good run here for Jack Furtado. 30 laps to go. Gets better and better and better each and every week. Just getting more familiar with this sim. It's been a long time since Jack was sim racing. Comes back with us. His younger brother Tony dragged Jack out here to race with us. And here he is, running in the top 10 and just getting better and better and better finishes each and every week, man. So the 94, again, one of those old guard HORL dudes. Look at Givaldo Spindle in the 68. You got Craig Gallagher just behind him. Givaldo 1 lap down. He is in the lucky dog position. Craig Gallagher is 2 laps down in P12. Caligari, maybe some contact with the wall earlier. He's fallen off just a little bit. Running in the 9th position. It's about a second behind Thiago Lopez, who is running in P8 in the 76 truck. Want to make a move. You're going to want to probably do it soon. Looking at about 27 laps to go. And we've been caution-free, so needless to say, I think we can try to semi-plan on there being green the rest of the way. Jack Furtado in his message to the boys there coming up. He got some lead lap trucks. Right there's the race leader. Silva in 2nd, Ed Palumbo in 3rd. And Jack staying up on the high line. Right there is some racing savvy. That's a high racing IQ right there. He realizes these guys are racing for the lead. They come up on him, and he's going to let them go. And all 3 of those guys get by, no problem. Thiago Lopez and Dana Grover here battling it out. Gelson Neto up there as well. Thiago Lopez at the 76 on the inside of the 89. And the 89 has to tuck in, so Lopez now taking over the P7. Gelson Neto got by a little bit earlier. And Dana Grover now falling back to the 8th position. Good 3-way battle here. These guys got to get nose to tail if they're going to try to close in. Got a little work to do. Quite a ways back for those 3. We saw that Gelson Neto had gotten into the wall early on in the race. He led some laps, got into the wall. He's had a tough time since. Got some great battling. And And also, we're hearing maybe the 90. The 90 might have a fuel problem. 90 might have a fuel problem. Gordon Carter's indicating he's going to be coming down pit lane. Well, I thought these guys might be able to make it to the end, but the 90 is indicating maybe there's a fuel flow problem on his car. Uh-oh. The race leader radioing in that there may be a problem with the 90. Little fuel issue. So he's a little distracted now. You can see the 3 really closing in. Gordon Carter is on pit lane here on lap 78, the 56 truck. He's been running out a lot of laps there by himself, so the 56 is on pit lane here on lap 79. Looking at about 21 laps to go. Jack Furtado has held on to those guys, man. He's not let them get away. Gelson Neto is on pit lane. Wow, interesting. See Gordon Carter finishing up his pit stop. Interesting situation here unfolding. And now we got to wonder what's going to go on here with the race leaders. See Neto, our pole setter, on pit lane. That's a long pit stop here, Gelson. Gelson Neto making a pit stop, now coming back out. Maybe a little strategy. Very interesting here. Scenario. Little storyline at the end of this race, the back half of this race. Can some of these guys make it? We might have a little bit of a fuel issue with Todd Robillard. Benner Silva running just behind him in the 3 truck. Ed Palumbo is 3rd in the 54. Jack Furtado just got up into the outside wall, looks like. Furtado's tires might be giving up, and he made some contact at the outside that 94. He is running in the 6th position, 1 lap down. Sean Jacobs 1 lap down as well. So this is an interesting situation. Some of these guys are making another pit stop. Gelson Neto in the 63. Picking up a spot there as I believe Caligari coming back out on the track after making a pit stop. So Caligari now back out on the track. And you see the race leaders coming up on the outside line. Caligari's on fresh tires. He says, no, I'm not going 2 laps down. Caligari, that's a fair deal. I don't blame him. He wants to stay at least 1 lap down and now try to get a lucky dog position. But these guys, I think, might have to pit. We'll see. Robillard opening up a gap on Benner Silva. I think Silva might be saving some fuel. I'm thinking Silva might be fuel saved. Oh, you hear him pedaling it. On board here with Benner Silva. We'll get an idea, won't we? He might be clutching it as well. Let's listen. I don't hear any clutching going on. I don't see the RPM dropping that low that he's clutching it, but he seems to be really taking it easy through the corners. Robillard the leader. Benner Silva in 2nd. Ed Palumbo is in 3rd. He could be the sleeper. At Palumbo Cigars, sponsor number 54. Be a big win. Would be a big, big win for the 54 truck. Gordon Carter getting by Craig Gallagher. And now getting by Givaldo. That was for position right there. So Gordon Carter now up to the 8th position. Dana Grover is on the lead lap, and these guys are starting to roll back by him. Lopez, Gelson Neto getting by on fresh starts. Oh, we got a yellow flag. A yellow flag? Are you kidding me? And it looks like Gallagher down on that inside. He's made some contact. We got a caution flag here on lap 88. Woo, Nelly. That changes things. Let's take a look and see what happened here. Oh, he drifted up and got into Givaldo right there. He was trying to get out of the way, and he thought he had Givaldo cleared, and he drifted up the track. Watch this. Gelson Neto goes to the inside. Gallagher's going to say, okay, that's fine. I'm going to give you some room. And he drifts up the track. And looks like Givaldo might have come down a little bit too. And then hard contact there. Dana Grover on board here with him. You see that contact, and then Grover's going to clip him. And Grover sliding through the grass. See right here. Man, that hit hard. Then Grover's going to end up getting on the bad deal here, right? Gets caught. And spins across the grass. So, wow, what a tough break. What a tough break. Yeah, it just looked like that maybe. Going here, look out of the front of Grover's truck. You see right there, you see how Gallagher comes up the track. He's just ahead. Gallagher's in the middle. He comes up the track right there. Looks like Givaldo came down a little bit too. And then into the wall, and Grover's going to nip him. And slide across. Almost back into the pace car. Oh, man. So, the caution flag late. Wow, late race pit stop. Late race caution flag. Woo, Nelly. Some of these guys really wanted that, huh? Yeah, Palumbo on pit lane taking some service here in that 54, and we got a new ball game. We have got a new ball game. I say put 4 on it, and let's go. Put 4 on it, and Robillard is able to beat these guys out. And look who the race leader is right now, the 94, Jack Furtado. He's our race leader. Now, I would suggest to you he's probably going to come down pit lane. We got some guys that are at the tail end of the lead lap. And, hey, why not gamble? Tail end of the lead lap, they're going to get a wave around. Why not gamble? You know, like a Dana Grover's on pit lane, but here, like a Sean Jacobs. These guys are going to get a wave around, assuming they stay up. So there's going to be a few trucks there. It looks like Grover, Jacobs. Definitely see Jack Furtado coming on to pit lane. And that's going to give the race lead back to Todd Robillard. So Furtado on pit lane late in this race. Wow. Take a look at that. That's a good look at that truck, huh? Another one of those Gordon Carter creations. Gordon Carter, what a great painter, a great artist. He's doing a lot of stuff for us here. Showed leadership qualities right away when he first joined, and man, he's been so helpful. Take a look at that. Jack Furtado driving the truck that Gordon painted for him. Well, there are going to be some wave arounds. This is going to be interesting here. Don't forget, this Friday, we got New Hampshire Motor Speedway in the High Octane Racing League Bushwhacker Series. It's race 5 of the season. It'll be live right here on TurnLeft TV. Friday night, as always, 110 laps this week from New Hampshire. Wowza. Givaldo popping down pit lane. A little bit of a new ball game here. Robillard, Palumbo, Silva, Lopez back in the game. Dana Grover's shown in 5th, but he's had some problems. He got some contact there. I don't know how much damage that machine has. And we got some guys that are doing wave rounds. Sean Jacobs, one of those. He's going to lead that pack of wave around trucks. Now, they had pitted just a few laps prior to the caution flag coming out. How much will that affect those guys? The rest of these dudes that are up there that were on the lead lap, they got fresh tires. These guys might have a little bit of a little worn out tires, but maybe they've got enough. The 90 Craftsman Trucks or Craftsman sponsored machine. Todd Robles going to start on the inside line. Ed Palumbo's going to start up on the outside. In P3 will be the 3 of Benner Silva. Thiago Lopez in 4th. Lights are out on the pace car, and I think we're getting ready to rock and roll here. Here we go. Start lap 93. Keep your fingers crossed.
Green flag, go, go, go.
Back to green. Robillard on the inside. Ed Palumbo on the outside line. Whoa! Benner Silva making it 3 wide on the inside. Benner Silva to the inside. Oh, boy. They got a little racy there, and Benner Silva slipping by. Can he pull off the pass? And he does. Are you kidding me? Benner Silva snookering those boys. Okay, 54 and the 90 got a little racy. And Silva dropped down to the inside, used that opening, and made that pass. You gotta be kidding me. And now we got a dogfight here for P2. 54 and the 90. Ed Palumbo in the second position, the 90 in third. And Lopez and Grover battling behind. And Benner Silva says, you go ahead, man. Go ahead, beat each other up. I am going to walk away with this. He's got a 0.3 of a second lead over these boys. We're on lap 95. And Palumbo on a mission, but man, that got salty there at the start. Take a look at that start. Look at this restart here. Watch the 90 and the 54 battling each other right there. Get up the track. Silva says, look at that opening. Thank you, Jesus. And slips through. You got to be kidding me. That was a gift from Benner Silva. Now in P1. And Palumbo trying to close in. Lap 96. 5 laps to go. Wow. Robillard now back to the third position. And Palumbo closing in on Silva. Palumbo's got to run. Almost reach out and touch that 3 truck. 3 a little bit better off the corner. Benner Silva, Ed Palumbo, a couple cagey veterans. Robillard back in the third position. In fourth is Tiago Lopez. Dana Grover up to the fifth position. That really benefited him. He was back in the pack a little bit and had that wreck. And now that pit strategy has gotten him back up in the top five. Benor Silva, can he hold off a charge from the 54 truck? Dana Grover here now battling Tiago Lopez. Grover to the inside. Lopez on that outside line. The 89 gonna clear the 76. So Grover up to P4. Silva not wanting to let Palumbo have any opportunity to draft. 2 laps to go. Benor Silva has led a pretty quiet race here. Caligari now getting by Lopez. Caligari to the inside. He's going to make a late race pass here on Tiago Lopez. Oh boy, it's a 2-man race. 1 lap to go. Benor Silva, the leader. Ed Palumbo now pushing hard. Diving down to the inside. Benor Silva not giving him the room. Able to pull off that pass. Todd Robillard back in third. Silva in turn 3. And Palumbo drifts up the track a little bit. Benor Silva coming off turn 4 is going to take the victory here at Kentucky. Benor Silva. You've got to be kidding me. Benor Silva, textbook. Oh my gosh. How about that? Benor Silva with the heck of a pass. Wow, man, I'll tell you what, that was some drama. And that pass there when Palumbo and Robillard got side by side, paying attention to each other. And Silva was having nothing of it. Said, thank you very much. And Benor Silva coming away with that victory. What a great, great race tonight. Benor Silva with the big win here. Let's see if we can get a better screenshot there for him. That was a great race. And Benor Silva, textbook. And Benor is doesn't usually do interviews, but congratulations to Benor Silva. And getting the race win. Wow. Let's take a look at the final results as we pop up that winner's logo. Let's take a look at the final results here at Kentucky. What a great race tonight, man. Why'd I broadcast this race? Take a look at the final results. Benor Silva gets the win at Palumbo. Great run there for him. Finished in second. Todd Robillard finishes third. How about Dana Grover with the comeback kid here in that Toyota? Finishes in fourth. Julio Caligari, great run there in the top 5. Tiago Lopez finishes in 6th. Sean Jacobs, 7th. Gelson Neto in the Ford finishes in P8. Gordon Carter finishes in the 9th position. And Jack Furtado in the top 10 in that 94 truck. Finishing in 11th is Givaldo Spindola, and Craig Gallagher finishes in P12. So Ben Silva gets the win. What an amazing run there for him. An amazing pass. He kept his truck up there all night long, but some pit strategy with some of these other guys, and it really was a dogfight. At the start, you had Ed Palumbo and Tom Robillard side by side on that start, and Ben Silva slipped through on the bottom side and was able to take the victory. Once he got by, he was not going to be denied. So don't forget, next week we will be at Iowa Speedway right here in the Tough Truck Series. Race number 4 of the season, and that's going to be a fun one at Iowa, man. A lot of side-by-side racing in there, just like we had tonight. Bushwhacker Series will be back in action this Friday. It'll be broadcast live right here on TurnLeft TV. We'll be at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Come out and join us. 110 laps from a great short track, mile flat track located in New Hampshire. And it'll be live and a lot of side-by-side racing expected in that race. Saturday Night Thunder will be back in action. The next gen 110 lap race at New Hampshire this Saturday at 9 p.m. I get out of the broadcast booth, get in the driver's seat, and mix it up at New Hampshire. Tonight's race has been brought to you by EliteHostingUSA.com. Are you interested in an rFactor 2 server? There are 3 self-managed server packages for you to choose from. That is EliteHostingUSA.com.
Soul.
Thank you so much for joining me here on the YouTube channel. A little surprise stream for you tonight. I appreciate your support coming out and watching it, whether you're watching it live or on replay. I appreciate your support. If you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing to TurnLeft TV. That gets these videos out there for more people to see. And also smash the bell. You'll get updates when the races are going live. But I really appreciate folks joining the stream. Always appreciate that stuff. But again, thank you so much for joining me here on TurnLeft TV. It's been an exciting, exciting race. And what a finish. Man, the Tough Truck Series showing up tonight, man. And Ben Silva in the number 3 truck with the big win. Well, thank you so much for coming out here, joining me on TurnLeft TV. We're going to see you next time. Until then, I am out of here.